Today's edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox is brought to you by Blue Collar Restaurant in Miami.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo, and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim sauce with the awesome bay with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Today, we got a real treat. We are in the 305, where Miami Spice is in full swing at Blue Collar with chef proprietor Danny Serfer.
That's me.
That's you. How are you today?
I'm well, thanks. I didn't realize you were a lefty.
I am a lefty. Never
for you.
trust a lefty, and not
Yeah.
just a lefty with a big hook.
Yeah, I
which
saw
is-
that. Yeah, one of my twins is a lefty.
And
Oh,
you know
nice.
what that means?
What?
You got a handful because
Yeah,
they're
good luck.
usually.
He is.
So anyway, so I've got a couple of things. We got a lot on the agenda today. First of all, it is National Filet Mignon Day. I don't know how you feel about all these silly food holidays. The National Ministry of Silly Food Holidays is somehow, for some reason, deemed August 13th National Filet Mignon Day. Do you like when it is a holiday? Do you care? Do you know? Do you put more on the menu? Like, do you know that you got to? Oh, maybe I got to.
No,
Get 50
there's so
portions.
many of them, and nobody cares. Except the one that people care about, I think, which we always forget to do something for, is Oyster Day, National Oyster Day.
Yes,
But like,
that was last week, which
Yeah.
is odd because most people say, you don't eat oysters in the summer, which is complete BS. Right?
BS now. Back
Yeah.
in the day, it was more of a thing, but now it doesn't matter.
Yeah, back when all you had around here was the Gulf oysters, I would not touch a Gulf oyster this time of year in the past. But now you can because
Yeah.
they have filtration and all the other things.
I mean, I wouldn't touch a Gulf oyster anyway, but yeah.
no, unless it's broiled.
Yes.
The grill-
Oysters
for grilled
Rockefeller.
Charbroiled?
Charbroiled. Yes. Charbroiled. So, all right, National Filet Mignon Day. So we're gonna.
We have a great fillet here and at Mignonette, actually, which is an unbelievable deal for Miami Spice. Here, normally the fillet is like $49, and you get your choice of two sides. So for $4 less, you get the same fillet plus an appetizer and a dessert.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's
wow.
the
Yeah.
kind of deals that you're running here, and we see that you got a nice, lively lunch
Yeah.
crowd for Spice,
Spice has been good to us so far.
and that's good. And you mentioned funny, National Oyster Day was last week, and we were doing a show at Even Keel Fish Shack up in Lauderdale by the Sea, and usually during the summertime weekday lunch, there's maybe 2 tables, a couple people at the bar. It was Oyster Day, and the place was packed, and we actually had to wait and start the show a little bit later because every table was taken. So I guess you see the same thing at Mignonette and all that. And
Yeah, Oyster Day is always busy. The first couple of years we were open, we did something for it, and then we were like, well, whatever.
all right,
We forgot.
that's it. All right, you say nobody can. I think people do see these things on social media now. I used to mock it when I was like a newspaper critic and say, "Oh, this is so stupid," and I would always purposely go counterintuitive. And when it was Oyster Day, I'd eat chicken. When it was Chicken Wing Day, I'd eat oysters.
What about chicken oysters? You know
Chicken
what a chicken oyster is?
That would be the Rocky Mountain oysters.
No,
the
you don't know
buff-
what a chicken oyster is?
He did
No.
this already.
What is the chicken oyster? I guess I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, you were not.
The-
We did this having
The
an
oyster on the chicken is right where the thighs connect to the backbone. It's that little nugget of meat that
Oh.
connects right there, and it's the best part of the chicken. Normally, it's the cook's treat. There was a while at Mignonette where our meat purveyor, when they would break down chickens, they would save all the oysters for us, and then we would serve them as a popcorn, and they're fucking unbelievable. It is
Nice.
the best part of the chicken. It's like as good as dark meat is on chicken when it's properly cooked.
Yeah.
This is even better.
Okay, it's something that I've got to, I guess, check out for once in my life. And you're saying popcorning it is okay, where you batter
Popcorn,
it?
roasted, whatever.
I'm kind of averse to fried foods now that I'm an old man. But I guess there is.
Early, you eat them before 6. You're okay. It's like being a gremlin.
I'm gonna
You're
have a
laughing.
little
That's
drink,
literally
too.
what I've learned. If I eat heavier stuff
Yeah.
before like 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I'm fine. If I eat it later on, it like messes me
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, we're like gremlins. as we
And
get
I'm not
older.
that old, so
All right. Let's
Neither are
remind people again. Blue Collar, 6789 Biscayne Boulevard, right there on US 1. And Mignonette is in the
18th and
Edgewater.
2nd.
18th and 2nd. We
right
were
by
there.
the Arch Center and the arena.
Right.
I don't know what the Bang Brothers Arena, whatever it's called now, where the Miami Heat play.
Sam Binkman
Kaseya,
Fraud Arena. No
it's
longer that.
Kaseya
It's the
Center.
Kaseya Center. And, Lubie and I had another adventure. It wasn't too bad getting down, but I learned my lesson because once again it said express lanes closed. Don't enter the express lanes. And this time I actually listened to the sign, and then I scooted off, and I was able to take side streets and make it here in reasonable hours.
Yeah.
So it's
When you left from Broward to get here, it's not that bad.
but there was a breakdown in the express lanes, and this time I didn't get stuck in it and nearly as long as last time. And it's always it's worth the
the drive,
ride,
100%,
especially when you come here for your spice deals. Again, $45
That's nuts.
for dinner,
Oh yeah.
$35 for
Here.
lunch.
And 35 for brunch. But here, you come for lunch, you want the dinner one, be my guest. You want to give us extra $10 to get the full everything, the full
Oh, nice.
Monty,
Okay.
you can do it.
It says it right on
Anything
the menu.
goes.
And congratulations are in order because the Miami New Times published a list of best key lime pies around town, around South Florida. And, of course, without question, you guys topped the charts.
Well, what makes ours so special, my good friend Billy Corbin, his wife makes it for us and has for over 10 years. Most people, when they're making key lime pie, they use regular Persian limes or that bottle of Nelly and Joe's juice. Megan actually hand squeezes the juice from key limes. And if you ever seen a key lime, they're like this big. So to get enough juice to make like 20 pies, it's a fucking pain in the ass.
Right.
But in this case, as the saying goes, the juice is worth the squeeze.
Yeah, and it's a really astounding pie. And you guys here
We're sold
are,
out right now. So
You're sold out, so we don't even get to sample
No.
one of them today. But that's okay. I won't hold it against you because we're going to have what I consider a very honorable runner-up. This is one I had at Mignonette North when I reviewed that. The Heath Bar. It's a
butterscotch and Heath Bar bread pudding.
yes, with a cayenne pepper, so it's got a little kick on the back end.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
And
been
they'll-
our bread and butter, literally dessert, since we opened. Because when I first opened across the street, I'm no pastry chef, so I thought, what kind of bread pudding can I make that will delight people? And everyone was always doing like a traditional chocolate and cherry with like bourbon sauce, blah blah blah. And I am a fat fuck, and I like candy.
You're wasting
Well,
away.
back then I was
on
a
the
lot
Big O.
bigger, so I was like, you know what kind of candy can I put in there? But Heath Bar is my favorite candy bar, and butterscotch I thought matched up well. And we do ours a little different. So normally when you're making a custard, like the classic economical way for a restaurant to do it is 9 yolks per quart of heavy cream. But the more traditional way, before people were so cost conscious, is 15 yolks per quart.
Oh,
So
wow.
we do 15 yolks plus 3 whole eggs per quart of cream.
Wow.
Jesus.
So
yeah,
you're
ours
not
is
skipping
custard.
here.
No, ours
I
is-
thought you were going to say you split the difference and you
No.
go between
Do like
9
12,
and 15 and do 12.
No. We go ham, and ours is super custardy. It takes forever to cook. It's slow baked. It's really
It's good. This is part of the reason why your food is so freaking good. And it's part of the reason why, if you haven't been to Blue Collar or Mignonette, or, people say, oh, I don't go down to Miami, it's too much of a schlep. It's worth it sometimes, especially if you're going to be coming for an event or, a game or an event at the Arch Center.
oh my god, going to work, see the Heat or something at the Arts Center. We are so easy to get to. Free parking here. Jet your way back up Biscayne. And at Mignonette, if you want to go to the Arts Center or the Heat game and eat with us and then park there and not deal with the parking at the
Just
whatever,
Uber. Yeah.
or just walk, park in
Yeah,
our
it's
lot
close
and
enough to
walk.
walk.
Oh,
Yeah.
to the Arch Center, it's
Yeah.
close enough.
Even if
No,
you're,
the Heakin's not that
it's
far.
not that far. It's a healthy amount of blocks, but it's still fine.
Okay. Well, somebody like me who's a little bit lazy, especially if
Yes.
I have a couple of
You
drinks.
just
But
said yes before you finished your
It's all good.
statement.
hey, look, a couple more things before we dive into the food here, and it's going to be an astounding meal. And okay, so FPL, I went on a tirade last week, and both Lubie and Defo said I was wrong because we had a power outage, but they didn't let us know it was doing some work on something, and it was like out for 4 hours, and I was complaining because it's the middle of the day and couldn't use my computer, or I didn't want to waste the battery life, blah blah blah. Anyway, yesterday, once again, I come home from a very sweaty visit to the gym in the morning. I'm ready to take a shower, and all the lights are out. Apparently, on our block, a tree limb fell and wiped out a wire.
Okay, well, you can't
And
FPL
then
for
they
that.
said, "Oh, power will be back at expected back at 1:30."
Oh, Jesus.
And 1:30 comes and goes, and it's still not back. 4:40, they said, "Oh, we're working on it. Should be back by 4:45." Well, then it turns out a transformer blew,
Oh, Jesus.
and then we didn't get an estimate. So,
Oh, no.
and look, I know things happen, so I'm not
Yeah.
going to go off on a whole harangue about FPL, and this wasn't a scheduled one for some work, but it was, let's say, a little bit sauna-esque in the house. It was 85, 86 degrees in the house.
When did it come back?
Well, here's the part of the story, and this is where I'll ask two of my fellow tribesmen what you would do. So
Hotel.
Val,
Hotel.
I basically look at this.
How about you
things
poor kid?
things are
What the
coming
hell?
out. Here we go. Wow, look at this. And I'm
Well, we haven't
talking
even
too much
explained what's on
and
the
not
table
eating
yet.
enough. You know what?
We already finished this
We
dish.
finished. We got the ravioli. Look, Danny, take
Oh,
us
that's
through the
beautiful.
lineup, and then I'll get back to my FPL saga that nobody probably cares about, but
Got a
it's
couple steak
beautiful.
knives.
It's,
we can eat Diet Coke.
Well, I'll tell people.
All
This
right.
is your beans and egg.
It's like one of his favorite
This is my
dishes.
favorite thing always at other
It's like
restaurants.
such a simple dish, too, which
This
I
is
love.
pork and beans, which it's like a baked bean. We slow cook beans for hours on end with smoked sausage, smoked bacon, San Marzano tomatoes, peppers, chili peppers, onions, and garlic. Top it with a sunny side up egg, serve it with a little bit of toast, and it's just delightful. Like appetizer portion, lunch and dinner, big portion for brunch. We have our wedge salad, which everyone does a wedge. Our blue cheese is particularly special because we try and make the dressing like Wings Plus, which has the poppy seeds, and we serve it, I think, in a more easily edible way.
But we were talking before the show. You think of all the dressings with the wedge,
Oh, easy.
it should
Without
be.
question. That was an island. Because what do you need blue cheese on blue cheese for? The salad has blue cheese
Well,
crumbles
that's
on
why
it.
I was confused that's why I asked you and you made fun of me when I said ranch.
Ranch is never
I
the
only
answer.
said ranch because I saw the blue cheese crumbles. So I'm like, if the blue cheese crumbles,
Why
why would you then have blue cheese? Which is fine. People like a lot of blue cheese. It just caught me off guard because you
people?
already have the crumbles. So that's why I said, because it doesn't have the color of Thousand Island. So
No, for some reason we don't have Thousand Island anymore. I forgot.
well, no, who has Thousand
No,
Island? I haven't
can't you
seen Thousand
make it?
Island.
I mean, you're
Well,
an
obviously.
accomplished chef. You're
Yeah,
there
we used to
squeezing
do
the
it.
limes and using 15 eggs for a custard. Can't you get some? I don't know if it's a tomato paste or a ketchup or something that you can just blend your own Thousand
We
Island?
could, but it's not on the menu. There's no demand, so we don't.
I
What-
demand it. 'Cause,
ours was really good for a while when I was first making Thousand Island. For some reason,
was that back when moon pies were nickel?
kind of. It was back
No
when I was
way.
at Chef Allen's, and we had this thing with onion rings.
Back when moon
And I wanted to
pies were
serve
a
it.
nickel.
There you go. It's got the draft.
I like to put a little raisin a golden raisin in my Thousand Island.
Mm.
Little golden raisin.
That sounds very Jewish.
Yeah, I don't know. It's good. It
It's
works.
like I hate my golden raisins except when it's in a noodle kugel.
Yes,
Every other place, but Persian cuisine uses a lot of either
stuffing. I like a raisin in a Thanksgiving stuffing.
Moroccan cuisine uses some golden raisins.
I've never had that.
But
But that's the wedge.
all right, that's the wedge.
This is our cordon bleu sandwich.
That looks
It's a
great.
Crispy chicken breast topped with prosciutto and a little mix of cheeses with a honey mustard sauce.
Ooh.
This is, as today is
That
filet
looks
mignon
incredible.
day.
Look at that.
So, what are your thoughts as a restaurateur about filet mignon?
Well, we're gonna get into that later.
Okay. Oh, you are?
feel
Because okay,
yeah, it's
okay.
on my list. And
Sorry, I
Jim
wasn't-
Sarney,
I got good thoughts on it.
he already.
because people,
and I have
steak
some
people
filet
have weird
mignon
thoughts about filet mignon,
questions,
and I grew
but
up with
we're
my
gonna
mom's
get
favorite
there.
steak.
We have an order. It's like a Passover Seder. We have
That's
an
fine, I'm
order
not-
All right,
Jumping
well,
the
that's our
shark.
huge filet. That's only $45. Choice of two sides.
with a poivre sauce.
No,
What-
put, the,
With a
put the
pois-
steak there.
I
No,
think
no,
the
yeah,
V
there
is
we go.
silent.
Yeah. And the
No,
beans,
no.
the pork and beans are great.
We like annihilated it.
Not bad for a Jewish boy.
Filet, it's big filet for $4 less than the cost of the menu. You get an appetizer and dessert.
Nice.
And in here we have our porcini mushroom ravioli,
It's a special,
that
right?
is, yeah,
Pasta of the day.
It looks
which is served
beautiful.
with a champagne cream sauce.
Ooh.
So we make like a little sous vide out of some cream, some shallots, some garlic, and
fries,
hit
yeah.
it with a huge reduction of champagne. I'll be honest, it's probably just sparkling wine. It's not real
Prosecco,
champagne.
Yeah, that's fine.
It could be
You
Cava.
mean sparkling wine?
It could be Cava. It's
Cava.
whatever really is that kind of
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Your fries are the best.
Well, because he does the hand cut fries, but he does it like my mom used to like the thick hand cut fries.
All right. I'm
Lubie?
going to get a porcini ravioli. All right. Before we get all into the food, we got a lot of food discussion.
Yes, we do.
And before I even get back to the FPL story, which I know everybody out there is riveted by, but
We can understand it.
I would be remiss if I didn't wish a happy birthday to one Audriana Law in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That would be Val's daughter.
Oh, happy birthday.
And so we're
birthday.
sending her birthday wishes along with
Mhm.
some hatch chilies and maybe some Frito pie. Have you ever been to New Mexico and eaten? I have been there a couple of times, but I haven't really explored the full.
I almost
Food
took a
scene.
job in New Mexico back in 2009. I was flown out there to do a tasting to be the executive chef of this place called Geronimo,
Okay.
which is one of their more famous restaurants. Been there forever.
In Santa Fe or
Santa Fe.
Santa Fe. Okay.
And while I was there for a few days, I ate my way around town, and I enjoyed it very much. Cool
Oh,
city.
nice.
That is some rich, delicious,
This is
decadent shit.
fantastic. This is
Thank you.
fantastic.
So I enjoyed the people and the place of Santa Fe very much. And I forget whatever reason why the job didn't work out. I think I was a little skittish. I was like,
New Mexico is a long way
I was
away.
like
from
29.
Florida.
I grew up in Miami. I was
Yeah.
like, oh no, am I really going to move to New Mexico?
Yep.
Mm.
So I didn't end up taking the job. But the place lives on, and it's, doing really well, and the owner is a very nice guy.
All right. Happy birthday, Audriana. All right. Now back to FBL. So here's what happens. We didn't get an ETA when the power is coming back. It's hot as blazes in the house. Like
In the summer at night, there's no way.
I was in the house, when they said 4:45, I got back home after the show and things, and I got back about 4, and Val said they say it's going to be back at 4:45. I almost wanted to just run to the nearest casino and start gambling,
Oh,
but
yeah. Way better answer than hotel.
but I needed to do some things with Val. Basically, I just laid down in bed and passed out because it was so hot.
Hot, yeah.
And and then at 5 o'clock, Val comes home. I'm in a pool of sweat.
Sweat, yep.
And I was like, it's still not back. She goes, no. And she said, we don't know when it's coming back. And we ended up killing time. First, we went to the mall, the Galleria,
Mhm.
which I don't know how you feel about malls.
I have a soft spot for the Galleria.
I was
Yeah.
going to say I grew up
Yeah, I
with the
grew up
Galleria.
in the
it's
Galleria.
sad
My
in
dad's
there.
office was right there. It's sad now, but
A
in the
lot of
80s,
places
it
are
was
ended.
not sad.
Oh, I
No, it's a
know.
big deal.
And
The 80s and 90s
I don't
was
think
huge.
I've been in there for like 5 years or since before COVID. And,
I've been in
Neiman
there
Marcus
long.
is gone.
Oh, really?
But they did move the Victoria's Secret. It used to be a small shop, and now it's like a double store with Pink, which is an affiliated brand. Anyway, she went shopping for some things, and I went along. I was like, yeah, I like going to Victoria's Secret. But then we decided we're going to kill time. We still knew the power wasn't back. We went to the Catherine for a nice, long,
nice,
leisurely dinner.
nice.
We saw
Love
Timon.
Timon.
We saw him. He was actually in the house last night
Nice.
cooking, and it was a nice full house. We had a fantastic meal. It was great to see him. Caught up with him. I hadn't seen him in a couple of
I haven't
months.
seen him in a while.
His daughter, who's brilliant, is starting college next week. And
Really?
I thought she was going to UF, but turns out she got a full ride for a law scholarship, 6-year program at Nova Southeastern.
Oh, nice.
So mazel
Well, they're
tov
trying
to
to
her.
keep town. My mother-in-law works at Nova. That's interesting. Good for her.
Yeah, and she's going to stay in town, close to home. But yeah, Timon and Marissa, they're doing great. They're doing some great work there too. He made a couple of specials. They have a Dine Out Lauderdale menu going on.
They do.
And they have a good deal for it's $60 and it's 3 courses, but it's some really, really good stuff. And
Thank you, sir.
you respect Timon, right?
I love
No, he said
Timon.
you loved him.
He's one of the good guys. I loved when he first opened Sugarcane, and I loved when he had Baloo in downtown Miami,
Right.
which is right next to my
And
son
I didn't
shop.
realize he worked at Sushi Samba for a while.
He was with that group. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Timon, one of the good guys.
And I also didn't realize until we had him on the show a couple of times. And first of all, the Catherine now has full liquor, which doesn't mean anything to you, but for a lush
It's
like
good
me,
for them. Yeah.
it's really good.
Lush.
But he told me he grew up in Broward, and his first job.
I went
you
to
know
my
what
high school.
Do you know his first job in the biz was?
I used to. He told me once.
It was, I believe,
Uncle Al's Wings.
yeah, it was
Oh,
Al-
good strong start.
in Davie.
Isn't that what it's called? Uncle
Yeah,
Al's?
no, they have.
And they're
I didn't really know
They
Uncle Al's. I
have
just
really
heard
good
about it.
wings. They're known for their wings, but he was like frying up wings.
Mhm.
Is it Uncle Al's or?
I thought it was called Uncle Al's.
Yeah,
Uncle
Uncle
Al's,
Al's, because there's Billy's Tavern that is also near there. But that was his first job. Good to see him.
I remember him talking about that.
All right, we get done with dinner. It's 8:00, and
It's got to be back by now.
no, we go in and it's still dark and hot,
Oh,
and I was like, we can't do this. So I immediately go on my app, on
Good
my
point.
Bonvoy app. I didn't even have point. I just wanted to look, and there's a Marriott Spring Hill Suites near the airport, near my old home in Dania, that I used to go to whenever my home got infested by either like bees or rodents or something died in the attic. And I ended up booking a room. It was $92 for the night. And
Okay.
anytime I see a room that's still in double digits, I just grabbed it,
Yep.
right? Booked it. and we start packing our things. And I'm sorry for the long-winded story, but I can't help it. Basically, the story
Power
ended up
comes on
that
right when you're about to leave.
so we get everything packed up, we put it in the car, and just as we're about to go into the
Yep.
car, the
100%.
power comes on,
100%.
and it's a non-refundable room.
Oh, Jesus.
And but so what do?
Take the room.
Was it true? I'm definitely
Take the room and have hotel sex.
He got it. He knows. That was gonna kill me.
No, you're not supposed to okay that part. You're supposed to say, yes, we took the room, and you leave it there, Mr. Mayo.
I said, look, it's still 86 degrees in here until the AC
Yeah, it's going to
cools
take a while
off
to
the
cool
house.
off. And
Let's
who
just
knows
have,
if they have flutters, too, and may go back out again. Like,
let's have a mini vacation and a staycation. And
Yeah.
we went down to the
You're like, Val, let me convince you to go have hotel sex without saying hotel sex.
yeah, pretty much, yes.
You're freaking killing me. That's it. I'm gonna be thrown
Well,
out.
he has 4 kids. He's trying to,
So we went, and because I couldn't stand just not using a room and not getting a refund on it. You got to go
100%.
there and actually.
You're
you know,
definitely using the room. Yes.
yeah. So, and then we were back home by midnight. It
You
was
don't
like
need it. This
it
is
was like
cut perfectly.
it was like the old places on Federal Highway. It was like $50 an hour,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
$25 an hour.
Or here.
Yeah, I
Right
pass
here.
a couple.
A bag of mom.
But I have to say,
All right,
that
now I
chicken
regret
sandwich is
going on that
wonderful.
It's good
detour.
chicken
The chicken
sandwich.
it's not oily. The chicken is still
Yeah.
moist. Like that's really nice. And this steak, it's funny, and we'll talk about it later, I guess.
All right.
I don't live for filet mignon, but
I'll give
this
you
is cooked extremely well. Like
And
this
your
is.
peppercorn sauce.
I'll give
is
you my
really
thoughts on
nice.
filet. So.
All right, so let's actually take the first break,
And then we
Okay.
and then we're going to get into a full-fledged fillet discussion for Jim Sarney. I don't know if he's out there, but we'll talk about some good places to get filet, and then some broader discussions about filet in general. But first, we're here in Miami Spiceland, but I got to tell everybody again, Dine Out Lauderdale is started. It has started, and it's ongoing through September 30th. And again, some of Fort Lauderdale area's best restaurants are on board, and it means you get the chance to explore and try places that maybe you ordinarily wouldn't be able to afford, or just step out of your comfort zone and neighborhood. Again, over 140 restaurants are taking part with great deals, multi-course dinners and lunches, from casual neighborhood spots to beautiful waterfront seafood places. It's all out there. Go out and experience big bold flavors, and you can find out the places that you want to explore. This is a great live read in the history of live reads. DineOutLauderdale.com or visit Lauderdale.com/dineout to check out all the good deals. Again, ongoing through September 30th. Go out there and enjoy. All right, let's take the first break.
Okay.
And then we're going to start talking about filet
Hotel
mignon.
sex.
I'm
I'm
done. I'm going to need another hotel
We
room
love
for
you,
the next
Val.
couple of nights.
More from Blue Collar after this.
The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world-class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Fresh local fish, a sophisticated setting. I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hour 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Same great Thai food, beautiful new location. I'm talking about Eat Thai, now in Boca Raton at 6299 North Federal Highway. Thai cuisine is having a moment, and Chef Sopanut makes some of the best in South Florida. A hip and modern spot with authentic Thai street food and some innovative twists. The spicy oxtail soup, Thai bouillabaisse, shrimp ceviche, and classic noodle dishes will wow you. And they now offer full liquor and craft cocktails too. Open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Go to eatthaiflorida.com for more information. A tradition for South Florida sports fans for more than 30 years. Shenanigans. It's at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach, the place to go for all your favorite teams and events and food that's not your ordinary sports bar fare. Award-winning wings, burgers, fresh fish, and more, TV screens galore, and all-day happy hour specials. The kitchen and bar are open into the wee hours, perfect for late-night bites and very close to the airport. For playoff action, football season, and a good time anytime, Shenanigans. Great seafood and more at Mignonette Miami. It's in the Edgewater neighborhood at 210 Northeast 18th Street, close to the Arch Center and Heat Arena. Mignonette is open every day for dinner, and it serves the freshest fish and raw bar items with a daily selection of the finest oysters around. Chef owner Danny Serfer and his team are eager to please, and now they have a great deal for Miami Spice through September 30th. $60 gets you a build-it-yourself 3-course meal. Choose almost any appetizer and entree and any dessert. That's every day, including weekends. Mignonette is Michelin Guide recommended and Lunchbox approved. For reservations and information, go to mignonnettemiami.com. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox with Danny Serfer. We're at Blue Collar, 6789 Biscayne Boulevard. And everything I've had here today is a wow. It is really, really
When we're not
good.
leaving the salad, I just never know how to dive into
Just get in there.
the salad when it's presented like that.
No, that's an easy way. Since it's flat, it's not like when they do a wedge and it's like not on a flat bottom where it's going to roll around. That's nice and easy. And there's dressing on the bottom. There's dressing on top.
Like cutting
just
it,
get in
like
You
there.
got to
cut a
cut it up.
piece,
It's the
like,
wedge has got
I
to be.
feel
It's
weird
a
about
fork and
cutting
knife
it.
dish.
Everyone makes fun of me when I cut like
No, you got to
salad.
cut a wedge.
And I'm going to do it the European style. I'm going to eat my salad last
That's
today.
how it should be.
I
I used to, when I first learned of that, when I first started cooking,
eat
I would
dessert
do
first
that.
and
It's
salad
actually not the
last.
worst thing.
we
My body would
did
handle
a
that
dinner
better.
with Hetty once at the Mignonette that we closed, and we did dessert first.
That's,
And
Oh,
we
that's
worked our way
interesting.
back to,
I-
appetizer.
I love that. Enjoy every sandwich and don't delay gratification if you don't have to.
I like the salad at the end, the dessert salad.
No, it cleans out the
Yeah.
palate too.
And
I
then,
don't
you
mind
know,
it. It's a good
And
call.
I also like your drinks. I know that you don't get to taste them anymore, but this is, you call it the dirty French martini? Or?
Yeah,
And
the
it's
full
great.
French.
Full French.
The full
Okay.
French.
Not dirty, because that usually
And it's
has
got,
olive
like-
juice. This is pineapple or
No, I'm not
Chambord?
really not sure.
He
The
can't
guy,
taste it. He
the general
can't taste it.
manager, Adam, who's pretty much a kind of a boozer himself, he makes a drink menu, and I just let him run with it.
And this is one of the upgrades that when you moved across the street, and
Full
it's been
liquor.
a year ago or thereabouts, full liquor now, and you have this really good cocktail menu. And this is a perfectly balanced
Yeah.
drink. A lot of times you order something that has either the fruit or whatever, and it's too sweet. This is perfect balance, and it's got the egg white foam on top or something like that.
I think so. I don't know. Evan does a really good job making it. He's our assistant manager, and right now, he's working the floor and the bar.
Excellent. All
This
right.
Aperol Spritz is fantastic. I've been all over Europe, and my wife loves them, and they always leave me something to be desired. This is really good.
We're Americans. Got to be sweet.
I
Sugar
was gonna-
sells.
I just want a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah,
It's always
sugar.
under sweet, and this is like really nice.
Sugar sells.
And the other thing that I love about your restaurants, and
And this
here,
wet salad's wonderful. The
Thank
blue
you.
dress. I like blue dressing. I like blue cheese when I'm having wings and stuff like that. I've never been on. Let me have blue cheese on a
are the
salad.
onions pickled?
This is nice.
Pickled onions, of course. Every
The
Shallots.
blue cheese isn't overwhelming.
Shallots.
It's a really
Pickled
nice flavor.
shallots.
It actually works.
Really well. I'll go there in a minute, but I want to compliment you on your sets, your setups on the plate. It's
Thank you.
a lot of places do, especially steakhouses, just have the meat on a plate, and
Yeah.
then you got to order your a la
No.
carte sides.
Yeah.
But here, this filet mignon, I guess you get two sides with it, and I went classic. I went with the
Mash and ass.
asparagus, and I like the way it makes my pea smell. Is that
I look at it like I'm not eating one, but I'm just looking at it. Next time I pee, it's gonna smell. Just from looking, it's like back when I used to do a lot of cocaine. Just like even thinking about it makes me go to the bathroom.
do you like that or not? Because my whatever. You know what? I'm not going to go there.
I go back and forth on asparagus. Like it's
Okay.
fine.
I love it. I love
I really
asparagus.
enjoy
And I
asparagus.
think getting a nice cut of filet mignon, especially our poivre with a great
Yeah.
demi-glace
Yeah.
sauce. And
Brandy, peppercorns, demi. Cream.
then to have your
Oh, that's fine.
mashed potatoes, which I assume just made in-house, start to finish, lots
Yep,
of butter.
Yukon
Brian
Golds.
Schwartz I guess at the end of the last segment was like, oh, that explains why Mayo is beaming today.
All right. Do we have to revisit things
I just
that
had
are
to-
going to
I
get
had
me
to
in
share
trouble?
that. I thought
Yeah,
that was
can I
classic.
bring something up?
Go ahead.
All right.
I'm already
So
sunk.
I
I'm
When
booking
Doc
another
Cazzato
room
was like,
tonight.
Takazato literally just said he
I
should
was
book
in,
another room today.
I was in Naples the past couple of days with my kids and my wife. That last trip. of the
Separate
summer.
room for the kids?
We got a big suite. It's a
They have
great.
four
Sweet. You
kids.
can't have hotel sex.
Yeah,
if they're
No,
in the
with
same-
separate door.
Okay.
Yeah.
He makes it happen.
Yeah, we make it happen.
I'm blushing
We are
myself
not
now.
with 4 kids.
I'm gonna
We are
stop.
not giving up an opportunity for hotel sex, even if they're there.
As long as the tubes are tied, my friend. That's it.
But anyway, so we're in Naples at Great Wolf Lodge, and when we go there, my wife loves this place, Skillets. It's like a breakfast kind of place, it's like a first watch.
Yep.
And like I love the Waffle House because it's the best. But this time, yesterday for breakfast, we went, and it's the first time I ever went there for breakfast, and I fucking hate myself for not knowing this for the past 40 years. Cracker Barrel. Oh my god.
Cracker Barrel
really?
is weird. Like people love it.
I went for dinner
I'm
once.
Weird about it.
The breakfast was so effing
No,
good.
I haven't had breakfast.
Oh my god, sugar cured ham,
I don't-
great eggs, good grits.
Did you have biscuits?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
biscuits.
The biscuits were
Biscuits.
excellent.
Biscuits and gravy. My sister-in-law absolutely loves Cracker
My
Barrel.
mom loves
I-
Cracker
my
Yeah, but-
kids loved it. They're like, "Do we have one by us?" I was like, "I don't
They-
think so."
Cooper
have a
City used to
chicken
have one. I
skillet.
don't know if it still does.
Miami-Dade, I don't think has any
No.
Cracker Barrels. They
Cooper
do have
City
a Waffle House, but
definitely had one, and there's one by me, I think.
there is, I
Pompano?
believe,
Like
only
Coconut
one.
Creek-ish?
Deerfield
Okay.
Beach,
Deerfield.
right off 95. There's a Cracker Barrel in Deerfield Beach. I think there used to be on one out west near 75.
Again, Cooper City. There was
oh,
one.
it's Cooper
You
City.
know what? I would drive. I would take my kids there
Okay,
for breakfast.
all right.
I would do the schlep. That breakfast was so
Interesting.
good, and they were so nice. And it's a big space.
I read
clean.
recently that there's a little bit of an uproar because Cracker Barrel is in the middle of doing some redesigns
Yeah.
and kind of instead of making it like old-fashioned country store,
Oh, they're trying to make it nice.
yokel, they're trying to like do making it more modern, and people are like,
No,
don't change
no.
what's not broken. What are you doing?
No.
And so I don't know if they're following through on it at all their
Slowly.
locations. Yeah.
But they're pivoting from when moon pies cost a nickel to when they're about 50 cents.
nickel.
Oh man. All right. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your first Cracker Barrel experience. I think it's one of those places.
Oh my
that-
god, their sugar cured ham was so great.
Okay.
I don't think I've had breakfast. That's a good call.
I went for dinner
they
once. I
probably
got
do
the
a good
fried chicken
breakfast.
and dumplings. It was
No,
fine.
I don't like the dumpling. People love the dumplings, but I don't really like it.
Sugar cured ham. That is what you.
Breakfast, that's a good call.
It's
The
the
biscuits and gravy
breakfast
must
of
be nice.
dreams for
Oh my god,
a
and they did the
diabetic
eggs.
Jew, right?
They did the eggs so perfectly. Like I'm very picky about sunny side up eggs. There can't be any brown. I don't want them fried. It's a sunny side up egg, so I just want the yolk lightly warmed through, and the whites set, and that's exactly how they did it. And when I asked for hot sauce, they gave me a choice of Cholula or Tabasco. Obviously Tabasco, but it was nice to have the option.
And did you stop and shop through the country store and pick up anything on the way?
No, that's the one problem with Cracker Barrel for little
You know,
kids.
saying going there with kids,
They want to like run around and like eat all the candy, and we did different candy.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm digging all this. Again, every component on every plate is really, really good. And this is why we're friends, because I like hanging out here and I like eating with Danny. And it's a place that you should check out. Don't be scared of the county line. There is no moats. There's no tolls if you're
got
not
free
in the
parking.
express lane.
We got
Yeah,
plenty
and
of
they
free
have free
parking.
parking, which is huge when you go into Miami.
Yeah, it's really it's pretty easy if you pick your right time.
If you go at the
to
right
get
time.
in and out. Weekends are really good.
So let me give you my thoughts on filet.
Okay, let's hear
All
it.
right.
Thank you.
When you first start cooking, right? When you're a little kid, you don't know. Whatever your parents do order, you're gonna eat that. You're fine. You're like, oh, well, it's steak, cool. When you're a young cook just starting out, you're like, oh, filet. It's so pedestrian. It's for fucking Philistines. Oh my god, people that order filet are so dumb.
Yes, that's what I've heard.
And then as I've gotten older and owned a restaurant, people can have whatever they want. I don't care. They're going to pay for it. They can have the filet. They can have whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, restaurants. A restaurant like us, it's tough to have filet on the menu because it's expensive. But as a personal thing, you know, when you're a young cook, you have to be macho and be like, I like ribeye. Oh, I like
Right.
the ribeye.
The
It's so
steak
fatty.
snobs.
Oh,
All the
yeah."
steak snobs. Yeah.
And so, like, I pretended to like ribeye, even though I didn't. I
Oh, really?
I only
I've
like
always
it in
liked
prime
ribeye.
rib form, like roasted, not grilled.
I love ribeye.
So I pretend to like ribeye, and then I morphed into a porterhouse or T-bone man.
Right.
That's a great
And
steak.
you get a little mix and match. You get a
and
little-
then I was like, you know what? I like strip. I like a little chew. And now I'm old. I'm like, you know what?
it's
Filet,
easier to chew.
filet is pretty good.
No.
You know, I'm sorry for hating on filet for all those years. I can get down on filet. It's delicious. It's soft. It doesn't have that like robust meatiness.
It has a flavor.
It
Yeah.
doesn't
But-
have the striations of
It
fat.
doesn't have the
Yeah.
flavor.
Doesn't
But
have
you
the
know
what
what?
you do with
flavor.
it. It's what you do with it.
But you know what? I'm good with the filet. If I
So-
can find a good deal on filet, my kids like it, my wife likes it. Filet is good.
So let me ask you this, because the steak snobs out there, like you mentioned, they turn their noses up at a filet, and they also like things that are USDA prime meat as opposed to
Oh my god!
Angus or choice. But when it comes to filet, I think anything above, let's say, Angus is kind of a waste because it's a lean cut of meat. So what do you need
What do you get
a
of it?
prime piece of filet anyway? There's maybe a little more ribboning of fat, but it's
But-
not that much
no.
more flavor, and it's a lot more expensive, right?
when it comes to filet, choice is fine. Nobody's going to know the difference. Like even a lot of the fine steakhouses, they know this, and like I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if sometimes it's not exactly prime
Right.
that they're telling you.
Well, no, most of the upscale steakhouses now, including, I believe, Capitol Grill and Ruth's Chris and Morton's, which some of them are owned by the same parent company, they've basically gotten rid of prime except for ribeye. I know for a fact Capitol Grill, their only prime cut now that they use is ribeye. And when it comes to things like the filet, it's Angus, which is a higher grade of
It's
choice,
fine.
but it's still choice.
Yeah.
But to me, that
That's interesting.
filet
doesn't
mignon,
matter on filet.
I've always liked filet.
You have.
But to me, it's a blank canvas. It needs to be well seasoned and
good
it needs to be well sauced.
Yeah.
And in your case, when you have a good au poivre with
yeah.
a great demi-glace, or some people do with the béarnaise sauce, whatever your sauce that you like,
I love a
you
béarnaise.
I love
want to
béarnaise.
have the filet with a good sauce and then just some meat and potatoes, like a good potato. It's like
Yep.
I find it very enjoyable, and if you know where to go, it can be a really good deal.
I agree. A good deal on filet is always calling me, and I'll always do it.
Yeah.
The porter. That's what's great about the porterhouse. You get the best of both worlds. You get
Right.
a chew with the strip, and then you get a filet. It's just kind of tricky sometimes to cook a porterhouse properly, where you get both sides the correct
Yeah.
temperature.
Mm-hmm.
But there was this place down in downtown Miami, Wolfgang's. It's like a guy that worked at Luger's forever
Yeah.
and opened up his own like Peter Luger ripoffs.
Yeah, and he recently died. He went to Hawaii and retired, but he was a longtime waiter
Really?
at
Yeah.
Peter Luger's. He opened the first one in Midtown Manhattan, and I would go there over
love
Peter
it.
Luger's for a long stretch
Any
of
day.
time because I thought it was less crowded,
It's
less
better.
hype, and it was better. The
Better.
Wolfgang's was on Park Avenue South, like in 33rd or Park. It was
Oh,
like
this is New York.
it was in Manhattan.
Okay, I'm like,
And then he opened one down here.
I loved it. We used to do our staff party there. We were like the only people in there a bunch of times, but I'll take it over Luger's any day.
Okay.
Luger's not worth the freaking hassle.
And so Sarni asked, where do you go for filet mignon? All right, now we're going to open up a Pandora's box. And but
actually, I don't mind if you're willing to do it. I'd love to.
no, I'm talking now about proper things to order at certain places. And early in the week, I had a little brouhaha amongst our
No, I
regular
don't like people
viewers.
thinking that we're trying to hide anything. We
Tropical Acres makes a great filet mignon.
I was going to
The
say,
barrel cut filet,
now
which is now, look, beef prices have risen. You used to get it
oh,
there
they're
for
insane.
32, but
Yeah, they're
now
insane.
they're barrel cut filet, $45 for a 10 ounce, which is basically what you
comes with like a salad.
but
and
it comes
shit.
a salad and a side. But again, a nice,
Which you're not getting at a
center-cut,
steakhouse.
hefty, cooked to whatever your or doneness that you want. And they have also, apart from some of the higher priced ones, they have complimentary sauces that you just say on request. I want a peppercorn sauce. I want a béarnaise sauce.
Well, I didn't
and they
realize that.
serve it,
Oh,
you
they
know,
don't charge you if you get
no
like a
charge.
Oh, that I'm not
which is
even,
one
I
of
really
the
didn't know
things that I
Yeah.
recommend when people go to Tropical
Oh, so I
Acres.
definitely would. Oh, I didn't realize.
Tropical
they did
Acres is a class act organization, top to bottom, all the way around. Anybody that says otherwise, they don't have to come to my restaurant.
Wow.
that. Well, because here's the deal, and then this was the early days of this show. Was Defo had gone, our friend Defo, the Defo had gone to like a Greek restaurant. Okay, so there's lots of things you get, even at a nicer Greek. There's still a certain things you get there, whatever. He got a steak there. Okay, now again, yes, we had the same opinion, but his opinion is if you're going to have it on the menu, it should at least be serviceable, let alone decent, and it wasn't good. Mayo
that's
called him
true.
out for wrong ordering, which isn't the exact way to put it. But I always grew like when we would go to a deli, they would have chicken parma on the menu, but I'm not really running to get chicken parma at a deli. I would get a Reuben or I get.
Yeah.
It's just it is what it is, you know. Like it doesn't mean it should be bad, but there are things places do better than other things
I
at
say,
times.
Like what the hell? You go to a Greek restaurant and you want red meat? Get the fucking lamb chops.
Well, that's what me and
That's what
Depot
Mayo
had
said.
a beef, so to speak.
Look,
It sounds like if you're doing that, it sounds like you're going in and you're wanting to hate.
that's my thing. Look, and I'm not. I've seen people get many different things at Tropical Acres, and they do a good job at it. So again, if it's on the menu and you order it, that's fine. But there are things we've been very clear about that we love when we go to Tropical Acres.
Prime rib.
We've been honest about this for years.
And I always say, if you want to have a good restaurant experience,
get what they
play
great
to the
at.
restaurant's strengths. And
Yeah.
some places like Tropical Acres been in business 76 years.
Mhm.
There's a reason for that. But
We're lucky to
the-
have that in
yeah,
South
the
Florida.
Studiali family is such class individuals, and it's also a great work atmosphere. Like that to me is also important. And I learned that firsthand because
Your daughter,
now
yep.
can be said she worked there for the summer. She just stopped this week, but she was there for 2 months. They gave her a chance to be on the floor for the first time, and she really excelled. And it really helped her grow as a person. And so
Gotta be careful. Don't let her fall in love with that restaurant life, Mayo.
I know
She's
she's
got
making
too much
so much
commitment.
money
She
in
was
cash.
killing
got
it.
too
She's
much
like,
She was
I don't know
killing
about
it,
going
and
back
she
to
was
school.
really
I
good at
said,
it.
don't
No,
you
you're going
dare.
to school.
You're
You're
going
going to
back.
school.
You're studying
You're going-
nursing.
She'll be
But-
at FSU. She can be a waitress in
So,
Tallahassee if she wants.
Am I biased? Yeah. They're a sponsor of the show.
100%.
I've been a longtime fan and guest patron of them. I've been going there over 30 years. I wrote them a love letter review when I was the critic because I think places like that should be cherished and admired.
Them,
And maybe, no, they don't use prime beef. And maybe it's not the best place to order a tomahawk
like your dry
or,
rub.
or
That's
a
not their
ribeye.
thing, though.
but-
They've never said that's their thing.
But if you play to their strengths and you go and get their prime rib, which they have a special, I
Yeah.
guess,
Oh, their
oven.
salad
It's
dressings are great.
fantastic. The dressings are good.
The-
He didn't like the cream spinach, Don Jaffe. I enjoy their cream spinach, but I know they
It
do
is-
because cream
take
spinach,
liberties with
yeah.
flavors, so
cream
not everyone
spinach
likes
is
that.
never good. Like in theory,
I love
like
cream
it sounds
spinach.
like it's gonna be
See, I
great,
like cream
and it
spinach.
looks amazing.
If I didn't like you so much, I'd throw this.
No,
out.
I
like,
do
look,
enjoy
it's
the
so hard
cream
to find a
spinach
good
is
one.
great. Okay,
It's so hard to find a good
and
one.
I happen to like.
I
the
like
one.
theirs.
It is a
You don't have to.
Look.
It's okay.
Tropical Acres. I
Theirs
love.
I do like.
Jack and Terry are
He
great
did it.
people. Terry watches the show religiously. She and she knows that it's a place that's not for everyone. Not everybody's going to love it. I call it one of the polarizing places, and the cream spinach is one of the most polarizing things because they happen to use a bit of nutmeg in
I
it,
think
and
you're
some
supposed
people
to.
just hate nutmeg.
Yes, which I
And
which
I
is
love
fine.
it. I love it when I get the twin lobster special or a steak. I'll get the cream spinach.
But
on
again,
the
you don't
side.
have to. They have a really nice
They have
potato.
broccoli,
They do other things.
They have sweet potato. They have baked potato. They have French fried potatoes. They have upgrades for a hash brown potatoes.
No, they do. Oh no, they do these hash browns that are really good.
Yeah, so-
French fried potatoes, though he said.
Oh,
He said
yeah, I don't
French
know,
fried potatoes.
Is that French fries? Is that what you're?
What is
I
that?
don't know what French fry is. That
Look,
French fries?
There, they also they have a crowned chopped sirloin steak.
Oh, my mom loves
better
their
known
chopped
as
sirloin.
Salisbury steak.
My
I
mom
love a chopped
loves
steak.
their chops.
Look,
Like, we fought about her getting.
They don't
something else
sponsor
and everything.
me, and I only have nice things to say about them. I've been going to them since I was a little kid. I lived in Florida my whole life, and it's special to have somewhere like them, Okeechobee Steakhouse.
That's
Some
one
like
of
they're
the-
like the Joes of Broward, so to
Yes,
say.
they really
Yeah, no,
are. They really are.
Yeah.
I appreciate them for many reasons. And look, the other day, I told Lubie, everything's out in the open.
Yeah,
now.
it's fine.
I had sex with my girlfriend last night in the hotel, and we got a little brouhaha with some of our viewers on Monday because that wasn't the time or place. And if he wants to leave a negative review on Let's Eat,
It's
that's by
fine.
all
Tropical
means.
Acres
It's taken
understands.
negative reviews before, and Jack and Terry and Joe and Jackson, they know.
Oh,
that
I'm sure
maybe-
they're really worried and cared about some one negative review that some fucking guy is going to give them after watching the show in their 70-year history where they're laughing all the way to the bank and had like 3 fires and rebuilt and came back stronger every
Every
time.
time, yeah.
That one guy's bad review on some Facebook page is going to terrify them. It's like their Achilles
No,
heel.
but-
It's their kryptonite.
But I like things to be fair, and if you get a bad
Yes, that
piece
was
of
my
meat,
thing.
or if you get a steak that you don't like there,
It's okay.
you just summon over a manager and say, you know what, this isn't to my liking, and they'll say, what can we get you instead?
How can we make
You
it
know,
right?
Yeah, how can we make it right?
And he knows
They-
that too.
They believe this is
What I find interesting about Acres, it's so funny because like people will go have a good experience. My wife enjoys it, but she's younger and she wants them to be able to keep going for another 50 years. She's like, but they're not doing any of the modern stuff. I'm like,
That's
they're
what keeps them
not.
going.
You're right. And they're okay. Like not every place has to be like every other place. Like it weirds me out that
They're
all
sticking to
we
it. Look
all
at
make every
Joe's.
place
Is
on Instagram. Like
Is it Sonny's Steakhouse
They're
down
just
here?
different,
No.
like-
Is it even, now the
Daniel's?
new Hatch and Cut Daniel's, which is one of our
It's not like
sponsors?
Daniel's either,
It's a
which is
different price point, a
fine.
different vibe.
it's a
and
different vibe.
This is a area that has 6 million people in it, and there's enough room for all kinds of different
Speaking
things.
of Fort Lauderdale steakhouses, one of my favorite growing up was this place called Chuck's.
Oh yeah,
It was
Chuck's
like
Steakhouse.
the
We all
They
know
used to
Chuck's.
have
It was on
multiple
17th.
Yeah.
locations.
It was so good, and I love the salad bar because I love
They
a
had
salad
the salad bar,
I
yep.
love a salad bar, and they had like the competing restaurant that wasn't part of them, but it was like their little sister, the Rain Dancer. Which
Rain
also
Dancer was a
in
big
Fort Lauderdale.
deal in Fort Lauderdale. Yep,
Okay.
yep, yep.
That
So-
was one I never got to. I've been to
My
Chuck's.
parents used to love.
That was
90s.
like my go-to for filet was Chuck's.
Yeah.
Little kids filet and a salad bar. I was in heaven.
That was back when moon pies were a nickel. Is
Back
that-
when moon pies were a
Almost.
nickel.
Chuck's been closed like 10, 12
Yeah,
years
no,
now.
it's
Yeah.
been a while. So
I
right.
love
Been for a while.
Chuck's.
let's take our second break, and we'll come back with more.
Maybe we could talk about Blue Collar instead of Tropical Acres for once. I don't know.
Somebody started it. Was it me? Probably. Hey, let me tell you about my FPL story. No. Let's take our second break. We'll come back from Blue Collar after this. When people ask me about the best restaurants in South Florida, Casa D'Angelo is always at the top of my list. First class dining, top flight service, elegant atmosphere, and chef founder Angelo Ilia is legendary. The flagship in Fort Lauderdale has been serving the finest Italian cuisine since 1997, with other locations in Boca Raton and Aventura. As Angelo himself says, they have an unwavering commitment to unparalleled quality with meticulous attention to details. It's so good, with house-made pastas, pristine seafood, unique meats like elk chops and bison, and seasonal specialties including fragrant fresh truffles from Italy. All locations open 7 days for dinner. Reservations recommended for a special occasion or any occasion. Casa D'Angelo. Tell them Mike Mayo sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays, including their new burrilla tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sampler that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo the Lunchbox sent you. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food in a down-home setting, the chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, rolls and daily fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have daily happy hour 4 to 7. And they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Looking for a real New York slice? Check out Peter's Pizzeria, your neighborhood pizza shop. With 2 locations, 1166 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach and 897 East Palmetto Park Road in Boca Raton. Slices, whole pies, specialty pizzas, heroes, rice balls, salads, pastas, and Mama's homemade desserts. It's New York flavor, Florida made. Originally from Long Island, Peter brings passion and pride to his pizzas. No matter where you're from, you'll feel right at home. Open every day but Monday for lunch and dinner with delivery and takeout. Place your order today at mypeters.com.
Got your moon pies were a nickel.
All right, we're back at, I'm so fried already, Blue Collar.
Blue Collar.
Yes, we're so busy talking about other restaurants. Now we can talk about Blue Collar. And first we'll talk about Peter's Pizza. We're going to be there tomorrow. And I brought a couple of those pies to one of our...
You like them, right?
I like
those home games.
I mean, by the time Mayo brought it, it was a little bit older,
right?
But it still had a good taste.
It reheats really well, and again, he has all these different slices, and we'll be in there tomorrow to sample most of them. So
I was in, before we went to Naples, we went over the weekend in Boca, I guess. We went
Patsy's?
to Pizza Time.
Oh,
no,
Pizza Time.
I went to Patsy's a couple weeks ago. It was great.
Reno's
Pizza Time.
family no longer owns it. They sold it a while back. But his father, and you I guess you learned that the Serbone family, his dad, Reno Serbone, who runs Heritage, one of our favorite spots in Fort Lauderdale, and Broward's only Bib Gourmand restaurant, if Michelin means anything.
If Reno's a fan, let me give him a shout out. Yeah. I've been eating at Pizza Time since the early 90s in Coral Springs.
My whole life.
I went to school out there, so a lot of my friends live in like Eagle Trace in that area. And that was like one of the biggest treats in my life from 92 to 97 when I would stay at my friend's house over there. And his dad would go to Pizza Time and bring us the pizza with the tomato on the outside.
And it's a classic spot. The family, sold it a little whiles back. Now Reno is moving it forward and creating great modern Italian cuisine, some great pizzas down there.
I got to take my wife over there. No, you know what? The next time I have a date. I'm gonna definitely tell you to set it up. What the treatment we got at Anthony's was insane.
Okay. Yeah, so, if you use the Mayo name, sometimes it works.
They were like, "Hey, who's the radio
Runway?
guy?"
Oh, Runway?
Yeah.
Oh, Runway. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Runway.
he had his first experience at Runway a few weeks back.
The way they treat him at Runway.
And are you a sports fan at all? Does the name Roberto Luongo mean anything?
Yeah, why does that sound familiar?
Former Panthers goalie.
Hall of Fame goalie in the National Hockey League. Spent a majority of his career at the Panthers, with the Panthers. And do you know that Reno Serbone of Pizza Time is his brother-in-law?
I did not.
His sister, when she was working at Pizza Time, and when the team trained right down the block, and they would go there every day for lunch after practice, Roberto Luongo hit it off with Reno's sister. They married, and now they're
they've been married a long time.
That is a beautiful story,
and that is why after the Panthers won their first Stanley Cup last year, you saw the big viral video of the Stanley Cup was at Heritage. Reno was grating a huge block of cheese on top of a bowl of, I guess it was bucatini pasta bolognese that Roberto Luongo brought in the cup and requested eating pasta at the cup, and then Reno gave it a big cheese shower, and it was great.
You guys in Broward do all the fun shit. Winning championships, grading fucking big things of Reggiano into the Stanley Cup.
We have Cracker Barrels.
Yeah. No, I love Broward. One day my wife will let us move out there. I love Broward.
Now you're making a foray into Broward because you are overseeing the new kitchen at 26 Degrees Brewing.
They're doing a good job. I'm very proud of the food they're putting out. They just had some love in, it was Bite with Belky's about the griot wings.
Mm-hmm.
So
I drove by the other day and the parking lot was full.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of events. Dave, Jonathan, and Fergus over there, they do a great job.
And
you should go visit them.
When I went to Cafe Max for dinner the other night, it's right across the street from 26 Degrees, and the parking lot also was completely full. I think it's, they have a couple of nights where they do a trivia night and some other game night, and I was really pleased to see it because it's
they're really good dudes.
I like them. I wish them all the success. My kids and Jonathan's kids have grown up together and are really tight. So
And hopefully, we're going to be making some plans for the upcoming Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival in January.
oh yeah.
We're going to be doing, hopefully, details still to come, but we have an agreement in principle that I'll be the host for the night, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but you'll be also co-hosting and creating a menu for a beer dinner at 26 degrees.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Once we have finalized dates and details, I look forward to sharing.
Yes, and that's going to be great. And a portion of the proceeds will go to the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. Part of the things
You know
we
what
do.
the only issue and problem is with hotel sex. You're blushing. You're not at home, so like there's no post-coital snacks.
Oh, the food
Yeah.
situation.
So
sucks,
here's the good
Unless
part.
you brought your own.
Because I'm an elite gold member of Marriott, when we checked in, not only did they give us the nice water bottles,
No cookies.
they gave us a little snack bag.
Oh.
Otis Spunkmeyer chocolate chip cookies
Nice. Those are
and,
fun.
See?
and a bag of smart food.
So I
got to
so I nailed
snack
it.
on-
You got
You're freaking killing me. I can't believe I'm. And we got home by midnight, so then the power was on, so I was able to open the fridge again and have
No.
another little snack. So
winning all around. You don't have to mess up your own bed. It's
Just
amazing.
a win everywhere.
Yeah.
oh god, let's take the third break, and then I'll be hunting for rooms for the next few nights. Danny Serfer, Blue Collar. All right, let's take a third final break.
Hey Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see it continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligans, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks, just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's. For the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family-run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Juan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Juan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at wans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox. We're going to wrap up, but first we're going to wait for dessert because...
Well, he's been joking about Blue Collar, and I feel like it was a joke, but I know Miami Spice is going on, and we know what that is. Anything else going on? And Danny
once it
Serfer-
slows down again in October, we'll probably go back to our buy one get one sandwiches and happy hour all day.
Now,
We have
nice.
great happy hour Monday through Friday, 3 to 7, 2-for-1 drinks, $4 drafts, and $5 glasses of wine.
Jesus.
Cheap food. We got TVs for all the sports that aren't on right now.
Football.
And that's preseason.
Right, I know. I hate preseason football.
2 for 1.
Not
That's
even you
great.
would bet
Yeah.
on preseason. Do you? No.
No, I don't bet on
Sports.
I'm terrible at betting the NFL. In college, when I was in college, for some reason I was so good at betting college football, and I would like run it up on Saturdays and give it all back on Sunday.
Kind of like you at a poker game.
No.
Hey, and we got a couple of Knowles in the house today. Lubie,
Hello.
a Seminole graduate.
I am.
Dan Serfer,
Twice.
a Seminole graduate.
Twice, Greg.
And
Hurricane
me,
fan, though. Hurricane fan.
I'm a jumbo.
Really? Is
Tough-
that really? Did you really spend all the time at FSU and still a Hurricane fan?
Well, it was free.
I know. I
And
have
UM was
friends that
expensive.
did that.
I
but
grew up
it's
going to the
still,
Orange
like,
Bowl.
I
If my
know.
kids end up at Florida State, I will convert.
All right. Well, now you see.
I
it.
have friends that did that. I'm like, dude, you're here.
I'm
What
an
are you doing?
FSU dad.
It's free.
And
Okay,
my
you still seem to enjoy it from hearing your stories.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed developing my crippling drug and alcohol addiction.
Well, that
was great.
after the fact, what it turned into.
But you got, yeah, no, Ed,
I
look,
did enjoy it.
You did.
Well,
That's
if
what
it got to
college
that
is all
place, then you
about.
had to have enjoyed
Yeah.
it. Because if it sucked,
And
you
I
would've-
learned that's where I learned to cook. My first real restaurant job in the kitchen there was at a place called Po' Boys.
Right. We-
Like a
Oh, you really cooked that?
Yeah,
worked
yeah,
that
we
po' boy?
discussed
I
that.
know we
And
talked
that
about
was the
that.
one
I
I
didn't
was
realize
on
you worked
College
at Po'
Avenue.
Boys.
yeah.
Now I'm a little miffed because so my daughter is going back the end of this week. I'm going up there this weekend. I'm driving a car full of her stuff on Saturday morning.
What a good day.
All right, she's off campus this year. It's brand new spank, like
course.
apartment complex that's got all the amenities. They've got a pool, they've got a health club. She's up on the 5th floor, like the penthouse suite. And I had to pay for rent for the whole month of August, but they don't let them move in until August 19th is the regular move-in day. And then we had to beg, borrow, and get ourselves on a waiting list. They allow early move-in.
Yeah, but you have to
And
take a
she's
whole
doing
thing.
rush week, which is like all 8 days of all these morning to night activities. So basically, she can't move in until Saturday night at 8:00 p.m. And I had booked a nice dinner at Savor. Do you know that place up in Tallahassee? Do you know that one?
No,
It's
you.
called-
I haven't been in like a
back in 20
decade.
years.
See, I haven't been in like a decade.
Okay.
And even in that decade,
it's
they've grown a
supposedly
lot.
Yeah.
one of the best restaurants in Tallahassee.
Okay.
I had not been there yet. Natalia's mom has, and we had made arrangements. Nikki Mohand, our friend of the show,
Yeah, her daughter's going there, too.
formerly on Channel 10, her daughter is an incoming freshman.
Yeah.
She's going to be up there, moving in this week.
Yep.
And so we made arrangements where it was going to be like 6 of us going to dinner together
nice.
on Saturday night. I booked
Nice.
a table at Savor,
Nice.
and it was Nikki and her baby daddy,
Nice.
and me and my baby mama and
Nice.
the kids.
Okay.
And now I have to call it all off because the move-in date is right in the middle of the dinner time.
Oh,
so,
really?
And they're not open on Sunday, so I can't stick around till the
Oh, that's
Sunday.
annoying.
So they effed with my dinner plans. So
Which is a
you
big
don't
deal
mess
for
with
Mike.
You know where you could go? It's a great place.
Guthrie's.
No, Guthrie's is great too. Cool. They're still there, I believe.
What's going to be
Yeah,
open
they're
at
Cool
10
definitely
Beans.
o'clock?
still there.
Cool
Oh,
Beans
Cool
Cafe.
Beans. I've been there.
You know,
I like
you
it.
know who worked at Cool Beans? It was
No.
one of his first. Nikolai.
Oh, really?
Nikolai. Yeah.
I
Nikolai
gotta
developed
have
some of
that.
the menu there. Nikolai was at Cool Beans the whole time we were in college there.
Our friend who developed the menu at Three Sons, and now he's doing some private chefing. I did not know he worked there. I went there last year. I really like the food. I think the place needs kind of a little refreshing in terms of the decor and the stuff, but still a very, very popular place with the locals in Tallahassee. All right, I guess Ozempic man here. I'm not going to get any dessert.
No, it's on its way.
It's on its way.
It's on its way.
All right, so we're gonna.
We can stretch this.
Yeah,
Would you
have
like-
them push the dessert?
How about
Just
you,
send it
Danny?
out.
When was the last time you went to a hotel and had hotel sex along with your
He said
wife?
today-
We were in Naples
Without the
we were in
kids.
Naples the past 2 nights, so you do the math.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean with 4 kids, we always have to get either 2 rooms or a suite with a door that closes and
Do work.
yeah.
I'm uncomfortable with this conversation. Let's talk about like other places besides here. And for you regularly price that filet mignon dish at $45. That's a steal.
49.
49.
with 2 sides.
And
It's
now
like
you're
an
giving it
8-10
away
ounce.
at a discount.
Now for $45, same
With a-
size, you get it with 2 sides, your sauce, appetizer, and dessert.
Oh,
that's
Jesus.
a great. That is one of the best deals.
To be
That's
fair,
actually
like the
exactly it.
appetizer and the dessert portion are a touch smaller than normal,
Okay, okay.
but the fillet is full size.
Yeah.
So-
Okay.
so right
That's
there,
a lot of food.
you're getting a deal. So let me ask you, like other places, I mentioned Tropical Acres. That's one of my go-tos for filet mignon. That's $45, which is
Yeah.
a great deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I used to like Houston's, but I've gotten sick of the whole Houston's arrogance and all that. I don't even know what they're charging for a filet mignon now. I'm going to look
Probably
it
late
up.
50s, early 60s. Probably not online, the price.
Oh, really? That's
I
one of
bet.
the other things that they do. They don't deign to list prices because if you have to care about the price,
No,
then
because it
you
could
can't
change.
afford it.
Because
Oh,
it could change quicker than they can update the website.
Okay. Oh, you apologist for Houston's.
I mean,
He
Houston's
enjoys it. He likes
can do
Houston's.
no wrong.
He told you he likes.
I
Houston's.
know we've had this
They're so
discussion
good.
before.
And my friend is the chef there, Mark.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
been-
the one here in
Yeah, he was
Aventura.
at Gables forever. Then they moved him over here. You know, they do a great job.
I'll still go to the one in Aventura. The Pompano one is off my list forever.
I will agree. The Pompano one is like not.
Oh,
the
they have
greatest.
prices on the menu. Here we go.
Oh, look at that.
Entrees. The double cut pork chop, blah blah blah. U.S. prime steak, center cut fillet, hand selected,
67.
served with broccoli and potatoes. Colcanon. After what's potatoes colcanon? Is that like French fried potatoes?
I don't
and
know.
the survey says $68.
Oh, I was right there.
So,
That's not that bad.
But
At a nice
center
place
cut,
like that?
right? It's center cut.
Nice place like that, center cut prime fillet. It's probably 10 ounces, 8 ounces. It comes with a side. You're in a beautiful dining room overlooking the water. Good
Where are we
service.
doing a show today? We're at Blue Collar.
I'm just saying.
I'd
Like
rather
this.
come here
I would
every
definitely
day
rather come
plus
here.
Sunday, and I would even pay $2.
And I just drive an
more.
hour, and I would.
I would pay 51 for yours if I'm paying 68 there.
Yeah, that's
I
a
mean,
lot.
68 is not too crazy. Houston's, they also, when they say center cut, they mean center cut because the non-center cut
But it's
portions.
not prime. It's
I thought it says prime.
oh, it is USDA prime steaks. That's right on top.
And what is it, Allen Brothers too, or
I don't know.
Bush Brothers? They
Yeah.
use a good quality.
Where else do our friends at Texas Roadhouse have a filet mignon
Yes.
on the menu?
No, I like Texas Roadhouse and Longhorn and
I think so.
Outback.
Yeah. And again, all price points here on the lunchbox.
You know, are you old? Have you been here long enough? There was this place we had. It was called Roadhouse Grill.
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
remember Roadhouse.
They stole from Texas Roadhouse.
Oh,
But yeah, but
No, I'm saying like that's.
yeah, and the peanuts
and
on the floor.
They eventually got. They just went out of business in roadhouses.
That's how you know we're
got
too
bigger.
sensitive. Like, if you have a peanut allergy, don't go to a place that has peanuts on the floor.
Oh well, duh.
Like, why do we have to stop doing peanuts on the floor?
I don't know, but I love the peanuts.
I love
they
the peanuts
stopped
on
it.
the floor.
Well, they actually did it there until COVID, and then the
Oh, is that
cleaning
when
up.
they stopped?
They were Uber cleaning up everything, so having to clean the peanuts and clean up everything was such a pain in the butt
Well, COVID's over. Bring it
that
back.
they started doing it in the bags,
I saw.
and it was just easier for them to keep doing it in the bags.
But it's
It
more
wasn't
fun for the
about
guest.
peanut allergies or anything like that. It was about COVID. One of the things that they
Roadhouse
took
had
away.
great salad dressings.
Well, I like Roadhouse Grill,
Yeah, me too.
but Texas Roadhouse is one of our sponsors. and
Now
they
I'm
Maybe
do
like
it.
looking
Capitol
at
Grill?
Capitol Grill because of the chain steak places. I happen to like the one at the Galleria Mall a lot. It
That-
really
Yeah,
helps.
that's the one I've been to a couple.
That
times.
is the
Shopping stresses me out.
of
I
the few
hate-
around here. That is the better Capitol Grill. It's like the tallest midget. I am not a fan. I am not a
Tallest
fan of
midget.
Capitol Grill at all.
No,
I
it's
never
not
have
great.
been.
I don't really enjoy it, but
Look
that
at this, he
one
went
is not
full
bad. Oh, cookies.
onslaught on dessert.
Wow.
Oh, this is the Heath Bar bread
But
pudding.
I have, for chain steakhouses, my absolute favorite,
Go ahead.
Roost Chris.
Really, it's gone.
That's what I've
way,
heard.
way
I've
downhill.
heard what he's saying. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
heard that. You know where my favorite one of all time is? I might have said this before. The best one I've ever been to? Cancun,
What's Cancun?
Mexico.
Oh,
They have
a
one in
steak-
like the hotel
Oh,
zone.
the Roots Chris.
Oh, they have a Roots Chris.
Yeah,
in
and it
Cancun.
is so
Before-
And
good.
that's what you're eating.
Before it
Cancun
got
Roots Chris.
acquired. And I don't know who
Great
ran it.
drinks,
I
thank
think
you.
now I don't know if Roots Chris is part of Darden or one of the other.
They're one
big-
of them. I think
Yeah.
they're Darden or Landry. I don't know.
Yeah,
They all own all of them.
Eddie V's is Darden. Capitol Grill is. I think there's a Fleming's steakhouse, but the original one in New Orleans, which was in a ramshackle little house, and there was actually a woman
No.
named Ruth. I think Ruth. Froman.
Whatever. Get that cookie.
Get this cookie.
Yeah.
Not that.
Wow.
Cookie?
Looks
right,
beautiful.
here we
Wow,
go.
no, get in that cookie. Whatever. Yeah, Roost Chris Steakhouse.
Oh, it's warm.
That's why it has the apostrophe
Oh,
S
it's
because it was
like-
called Chris's Steakhouse, and she bought
Right,
it.
and she bought it, and it was like it was so great.
No,
You know, that was
whatever,
back-
whatever.
That was
Our cookie.
Well, these
has
are yours,
never
right?
been
These
this
are-
good. We make them here. That is the best I've ever
I think
had.
we get the
cookie
best
here.
treatment because you said the same thing about something at Mignonette. You're like, yeah,
It is.
these
It really-
potatoes were never this good.
This
Yeah.
has the proper salt balance. Like you've got
Look at
the
that
salt,
inside.
No,
and,
it's really nice and,
and
soft.
but you're still doing it with the milk chocolate, right? You're a milk chocolate fan, or?
When I make them just for you for poker, I add the dark chocolate
Right, because I'm a
you would
guy.
rather dark chocolate
because you're
in a cookie in a
Oh.
chocolate chip cookie. Oh no, you
He's
need
an
milk
old-timer.
chocolate.
He's
You
an
need milk
old-timer.
chocolate. I mean, come on, man.
All right, seared
Wow.
tenderloin with butter poached. Oh, lobster tail, surf and turf at Capitol Grill, $68. That's pretty good. Capitol Grill filet mignon, 10 ounce, 57. So they're cheaper than our friends at Houston, but again, it's not prime. So, all right. Happy National Filet Mignon Day. And I think Morton's, which I don't know what you think of Morton's, the one in Fort Lauderdale also is trending.
I've heard it's
trash.
fallen off.
Yeah, trash.
They're all trash.
Wow.
I've heard it's
They're
all
all
fallen
trash.
off. I haven't had it.
They used to celebrate Filet Mignon Day by going in and they'd have like $10 Filet Mignon sliders, happy hour. I remember I did that when I was food critic one year. We did like a video or something like that. But
That was already so long ago that you were a food critic, you know.
I know.
Yeah, it's been a
You know,
while.
Like, you haven't been the food critic for 5 years?
I left the paper 5 years ago. I did it for like 5 or 6 years. So yeah, we're going back a decade. And back then, moon pies were a quarter.
Back when moon pies were a nickel.
I'm going in. Yeah, take a bite of that cayenne whipped cream with the bread pudding. It's one of my favorite bites.
This, we were rushing it out, so it's not as hot as it should be.
I don't know what the hot, but it's really good.
Yeah, and that little cayenne pepper kick on the back.
Cayenne comes in at the back end. Yeah.
Now, the cayenne, just from looking at it, looks like they had a little too much cayenne this
I'm
time.
gonna say
It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be that
I think
strong.
it's good. I think the Frenchie martini cuts it really nicely.
Come
But-
visit us
This
at Blue
bread pudding is
Collar.
amazing.
All
You're
right, let's-
pretty much owning us when you come and eat and you get the spice menu. If you order the filet or the pork chop or the oxtail, you're owning me. You are coming out. You are coming out ahead, like me and Mayo do at a buffet.
And I know a lot of our. That's it. All right, Danny. Thank you so much. That was a lot of fun. I'll see you in a couple of weeks, and tomorrow
Thank you for having me.
we'll be on Peter's
Very nice.
Pizzeria. We had this outstanding food. I
And
mean,
the desserts were just as good,
Thank you.
which I appreciate.
Thank
These
you,
cookies
thank
are,
you.
whether
Cookies
this is how they
insane.
always are or not.
if you are one
Pretend
of
you're
those
Mike
people,
Mayo, then, and you'll get them like this, I guess, because these are
and I
fantastic.
love you because it's just you come in here. It's all about really good food, and
Yep.
obviously now that you moved across the street, the atmosphere.
It's nicer, I
is
guess, but it's
enhanced.
not pretentious. or
As
anything.
Carlos Frias said, it's gone from blue collar to white collar, but no, it's still got that very, very casual vibe.
Yeah,
and
but-
you could come in here and
Flip flops and your shorts.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you
all good.
Just
So,
come here and spend some money. I got 4 kids to feed.
And school's starting.
all right, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. It was a very good time. We'll see you tomorrow at Peter's Pizza. Until then, enjoy every cookie, every bread pudding, every filet mignon. Yeah, and enjoy every sandwich.